Comics, this is Jeff.
Jeff, this is Stan Lee. Did you drop my freaking comic book?
Who is this?
God damn it, it's Stan Lee. You dropped my comic book like it's a piece of trash. I created Ultimate Comics Spider-Man. Is this Fantastic Comics?
Yeah, and it's Tuesday night.
We have a bunch of new books out. I'd like to introduce you to Schism. I've been talking about it as it's been coming out. This is the 5th and final issue. And when we last left our X-Men heroes, Cyclops and Wolverine were really going at it. And this issue has a Kubert doing it. Adam Kubert. And it leads into the new X-Men storyline that's going to be taking place. I'm really jazzed for it. It's going to start with X-Men Regenesis, but Schism number 5. Also, over here we have Penguin, because DC doesn't have enough number 1s. Anyway, this is a mini-series. It's going to be 5 issues, and it's drawn by a guy that does Spawn, which is right down here. A new issue just came out, and the first issue of that storyline starts right here. And it's very spooky looking. And in addition to that, Severed comes out by Scott Snyder. It's another Image book, and in the second issue, there was all sorts of murder and intrigue. Although, these pictures don't belie that. Anyway, this dude's like killing kids, and I don't know if it's like vampirism or what, but anyhow. Jeff.
We have The Rinse. This is the second, and I don't know how many issues, but again, it's about rinsing money, laundering money. It's about this guy that launders money for a living, and I really enjoyed the first issue, so I'm looking forward to that. Last of the Greats. This is an Image book, and this is about this family of superheroes, kind of like, I guess you could say, Kryptonians, and the difference is they all get killed off one by one, and everybody's actually happy about it. And then, of course, that was in the past, and now there's this alien threat, and they go to the last family member that didn't help people. They didn't try to play a superhero, and now they want his help, now that there's like this threat. And it sounds and looks really awesome, so I can't wait for it. We have The Huntress. You'll talked about the Penguin miniseries. This is another one of them. It's by Paul Levitz. Writing. It's 1 of 6, so I'm looking forward to it. I think it's going to be good miniseries. So we have Justice League International 2. I've already read it earlier today, and it was awesome. I'm a Booster Gold fan, and it actually is better than the first one. It's just good. The first one was just getting going, and it was really good. Good interaction between the characters, and yeah, I really enjoyed it. And next to all the number 2s, or almost all the number 2s, the second printings of all the number 1s have come out. So look for them if you haven't gotten them, and it's jump on and get both. Fuel?
Oh yeah, Hawk and Dove number 2 comes out, so 1 and 2 are right there. Rob Liefeld at his Rob Liefeldness. And then the second part of Detective is right here, along with the reprint of number 1. If you remember how the first issue ended, or if you didn't read it, I recommend getting that. And lastly, on the comic book rack, I think I would point out Action Comics. Written by Grant Morrison. I'm about 20 pages, or maybe 18 pages in, depending how many they give you. So I'm almost done. It is spectacular. And it's got art by Brent Anderson and mostly Rags Morales. And he's being tortured. He got captured at the end of issue number 1, and Lex Luthor is a prick.
I got one more I want to talk about. So one of the ones I was looking forward to the most last month was Green Arrow 1, and it disappointed me. Now, Green Arrow 2, now we found out that Dan Jurgens and Keith Giffen are going to take over on issue 4, but what I have to say about this, I stuck with it anyway. Number 2 actually gets a lot better. The flow's better, the writing's better. I just think overall it's a better, it's just better, period. and I'm really happy that I stuck with it. So I think Huel wants to go over the trades.
Hello. Over here in the trade section, we have All-Star Superman. It is all in one book. Continuing the theme that Grant Morrison's awesome, and a very, and I don't use that word too often. This is also drawn by Frank Quitely, and it tells the story of Superman, who is basically supercharged by the sun to the point where he's going to die. And he develops different powers, and it's just a magnificent story. I highly recommend it. Walking Dead book number 7. In trade, the book Walking Dead comes out, and every 6 issues is put in the trade paperback. So this is 2 trades worth, so 13 and 14 volumes, and it continues the story that's been going on ever since number 1. Fantastic Four 1, 2, 3, 4. This was again another Grant Morrison book, and it's drawn by Jay Lee. Excellent artwork. And it's basically a Doctor Doom plot to destroy the Fantastic Four. And Sue Richards, if you're a fan of her, she really gets her comeuppance. Anyway, Captain America, The Red Glare. They put a title on that. I don't know if it was originally called that, but Mark Waid, and I do believe it's Adam Kubert does the art. Oh, Andy. Anyway, this is excellent. This is when the Marvel Heroes got reborn. I definitely recommend getting that. Also, X-Men Executioner Song. This has excellent artwork by Jay Lee, Greg Capullo, who does Batman now, and Brandon Peterson. But it tells the story of Xavier getting shot, and they're trying to figure out who did it. And lastly, we have a new Seth book called the GNBCC, and it's the Great Northern Brotherhood Canadian Cartoonists. And it's kind of reminiscent of Wimbledon Green, at least in the art style and the way he tells the story. I've read about the first 10 pages. I expect to finish this. This is my book, and I think everybody should take a gander at it. And Mike has a review.
Just wanted to bring up Holy Terror again, because I haven't heard anybody say anything yet, and there's like so much to say about this book. But this book, it's very dark. It's very, I would almost say kind of anti-Muslim, because he doesn't seem to have that caveat that even George Bush has when he says, not every Muslim is a bad person kind of thing. And it just has it's supposed to be Batman versus Al-Qaeda, so it has Batman teaming up with Catwoman, or Cat Burglar in this case, and he's the fixer. But, it's very thinly veiled. You could tell that it's going to be Batman. Everybody in the know knows it's going to be Batman. But it kind of recreates this 9/11 situation where everyone dies, due to terrorist attacks. Oh, Red Shoe. It's like Schindler's List. I think these kind of books are really critical and telling of our times. You should really look into it. It's kind of an artifact, but it's the message. I'm not sure if I'm getting it, but it's a lot of hate here. So, especially when you look at these Stedman pictures of Nancy Pelosi, just check it out. Definitely an artifact. So don't forget, every Wednesday is New Comic Book Day.